Good day everyone, we are here to present our research titled A Phenomenological Study on the Effects of Academic Stress, Times Senior High School Students' Mental Health at FEU Roosevelt. We are Group 3 and we conducted this research to explore the impact of academic stress on student well-being. Today's presentation will take you through our study, step by step, providing an in-depth understanding of our findings. Let's begin the agenda for our presentation. Here is an overview of the topics we will cover today. We will start with the introduction and the background of the study. We will discuss our research questions and objectives, the significance of the study, and the scope and the limitation. Each of these sections will help you understand the purpose and scope of our research.
This study investigates how academic stress affects the mental health of STEM students at FEU Roosevelt. It examines the impact of academic pressure on their motivation, engagement, and relationships with family and peers. The research aims to identify coping strategies used by students to balance academic work and their well-being. By highlighting students' experiences, this study seeks to provide insights that can help support them in managing academic challenges effectively.
Building on this introduction, it's essential to understand the context of mental health in academic settings. Mental health is a crucial part of well-being that can affect individuals such as students in academic settings, affecting things like their thinking, their mood, or even their decision-making. Various factors can include an individual's environment, so where they're located, an individual's social status, or even an individual's personal conflicts, which can further complicate these mental health concerns. Stress, particularly academic stress, is a major factor that can contribute to these lowered performances and even in the increased burnout among students. Understanding these factors are not only important, but essential in providing tailored support for our students, especially those at FEU Roosevelt. This research aims to explore these issues and provide insights for better support of our ODL students and their unique experiences.
As we delve further into the issue, recent studies show that senior high school STEM students face a lot of academic pressure from heavy workloads, high expectations, and peer pressure, leading to anxiety and mood issues. Studying from home adds to these challenges due to distractions and extra responsibilities, which reduce motivation and focus. Parental expectations also affect students' mental health, with unmet patterns causing family conflicts and increased anxiety. Students with strong self-control manage these pressures better, while those facing negative behaviors from parents often feel more anxious. More research is needed to understand these experiences and create better support systems.
This research investigates how academic pressure impacts the mental health of senior high school STEM students at FEU Roosevelt. It examines how factors like heavy schoolwork, frequent exams, and high expectations affect students' motivation, engagement, and well-being. The study aims to identify patterns in students' mental health struggles and coping mechanisms while providing practical solutions to help them manage academic stress. By highlighting the importance of balancing academic demands with mental health, the research seeks to enhance the overall educational experience for STEM students.
To deal with the challenges of academic stress, we need to look at what schools are currently doing. To tackle academic stress among senior high school STEM students, schools are beginning to offer more support, such as counseling services, mental health programs, and stress management workshops. These initiatives help students learn coping strategies and encourage them to get help without feeling embarrassed. Some schools are even adjusting their policies to reduce homework loads and provide more flexibility. However, challenges remain, such as limited access to mental health resources, a shortage of professionals, lack of awareness on available services, stigma around seeking help, and financial barriers to afford help. Overall, we need better policies to support STEM students in managing their stress and mental health effectively.
Academic pressure really has a significant effect on students' mental health and well being. particularly for STEM students who must prepare for college and have to deal with challenging schoolwork. The majority of research relies on statistics and surveys that does measure stress but fall short of examining every individual's experiences of high school STEM students. Furthermore, not much enough study has been done on how students at FEU Roosevelt cope with academic stress on a daily basis. There's not enough information on how the school environment and family expectations impact children's experiences because these particular local aspects are frequently disregarded. By examining every individual's experiences of STEM students at FEU Roosevelt and concentrating on the ways in which academic stress impacts their motivation, mental health, and coping mechanism, which is why this study seeks to close that gap.
This research addresses gaps in existing literature by focusing on grade 11 and grade 12 senior high school students at FEU Roosevelt who face particular academic challenges, in contrast to their studies primarily centered on college students. This research explores stress at an earlier academic stage. By applying a phenomenological method, the study captures students' personal experiences with stress, providing insights into its emotional impact. Additionally, conducting the research at FEU Roosevelt brings attention to a specific academic community within a local setting. This research examines how academic pressure impacts senior high school STEM students' motivation and engagement in their studies. The study aims to understand how this pressure affects their motivation, how fear of failure influences their studying, and how it impacts their time management. It will also explore how relationships with family, friends, and teachers shape their experiences with academic pressure, including how family supports them and cope, and how teachers can either increase or reduce that pressure.
This research project aims to find out how academic pressure affects on mental health and daily routines of a senior high school STEM students at FEU Roosevelt. Understanding the coping mechanism people develop to deal with this pressure is another goal. How these students communicate and explain their experiences with mental health is the relation to academic stress is the main focus of the first research topic. Specifically for students in grades 11 and 12, the second question examines the effects of academic pressure on their everyday life and general well being. The third question, which comes to last, is to determine the precise coping mechanisms students use to manage academic pressure while maintaining their mental health and keeping their sense of well being.
This study looks at how mental health affects STEM students and FE Roosevelt and aims to raise awareness among parents, teachers, and future students about the challenges these students face. By examining mental health, the research shows impact on academic performance and how students cope with stress. The findings will help school administrators understand the struggles of STEM students and create better support systems. This study also highlights the need for effective coping strategies and aims to improve the communication between teachers and students, helping them feel more confident and preventing burnout.
This qualitative research focuses on the psychological effects of academic stress on STEM senior high school students at FAU Roosevelt. It will explore the unique challenges they face, such as heavy workloads and high performance expectations, using interviews and surveys to gather personal experiences. This study aims to understand how academic pressure affects mental health and academic performance, ultimately helping to develop strategies for better support in educational settings.
This study will only focus on senior high STEM students at FEU Roosevelt, excluding non STEM students and junior high schoolers, because their experiences are different. It will not include other schools to keep the research consistent, as each school has its own academic experiences. The study will only focus on interviews and open-ended surveys to explore how academic stress affects mental health and performance.